movie going to be about?
It's about him working here.
Meta.
Hello everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new movie review. And today I'm going to be talking about the third film in the trilogy of the Clerks movies from Kevin Smith. Yes, Clerks 3. So let's talk about it.
Somebody get over it!
That's how we did it in the 90s, son!
Okay, so I sat down, I watched Clerks 3 and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Now, I will say that Clerks 1, being Kevin Smith's first movie, is a small time, small budget, independent, fantastic film. All shot in black and white, and a great film it is too. Clerks 2 came along sometime later, and again I was quite thrilled by it. I thought it was it whacked an emotional punch wrapped around this film that could be taken as a crass humour type of an effort. And now we've got Clerks 3. Now, I went into this very wary. I paid little attention to it. I wasn't excited by it at all because for me, Kevin Smith has kind of lost his way. I haven't seen a project from him in some time that showed what he is capable of as a writer and as a filmmaker. Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot or whatever you want to call it, that film, the return of them, it missed the mark for me completely. Now, the first Jay and Silent Bob film I adore. I think it's very funny, but the second one just completely, I don't even think I got to the end of it. It was like Zoolander 2 to Zoolander, comparing that to Jay and Silent Bob 1. And some stuff that Kevin Smith has done previous to that, not too good. Now, Kevin Smith I'm very familiar with in the comic book world as a comic book writer, and I've never forgiven him for not releasing and finishing Daredevil Bullseye series from Marvel from I don't even know how many decades ago it was. He didn't even finish that book off, and that always bugs me. But anyway, so I sat down and I watched this film. Here is again directed by and written by Kevin Smith. Sees the return of Brian O'Halloran as Dante, Jeff Anderson as Randall, Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith as the odd couple Jay and Silent Bob, and Rosario Dawson as Becky. Now, this film follows on from the last one, but the time gap is the amount of time gap we've had between the films. And we catch up with Dante and Randall. Now, Dante has lost the love of his life, Becky. She's passed away. We don't know how. It's never really revealed too much. We do get a scene where we do see her in hospital, but I think it's up to the viewer to decide whether it's been an accident, a stabbing or something like that, but she's lost her life. But Rosario Dawson does return in the film. So these two characters, Dante and Randall, they're still living and working and breathing the quick stop. They're still in their blood, very much so. But Randall has a heart attack. He has a heart attack and he goes to hospital and he recovers from it. But at the same time, Dante is given a warning about his health because he eats and does everything pretty much the same as Randall because they're best friends, they work together, they don't live together, but they're always together, so your diets become intertwined essentially in this sort of thing in that sense. But this leads to Randall wanting to make a movie. He wants to make a movie about his life, and he gets help from Dante. He sees his life flash before his eyes, and it's crap, you know. He hasn't achieved nothing. He's not been nowhere, but he wants to make a movie about life in his little quick stop, and this is the basis for the film, and it touches back upon elements of that very first Clerks movie. So you really need to go into this with that freshly being watched to appreciate what this film does and what this film actually gives you. Now, the film itself offers some great cameo moments.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
You've got the likes of Anthony Michael Hall, Melissa Benoist, TV Supergirl, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ben Affleck popping up. He always pops up in these films. And this is a return to form for Kevin Smith, right? Because this film, on the base of it, again, a crass film that people will look at, you know, older generation of people likely look at, turn their nose up at because of the way the characters speak, what they're saying, the sort of implication of the drugs within it and this sort of a thing. And
I think it needs more weed.
and the sex talk and all that. It's all there, it's all present. Maybe not as much and as intense as what it used to be back in the day, because you can't get away with as much now because of the society and that sort of woke society we're living in. But the film still touched upon some of it, which was nice to see. But yeah, not as much as what it certainly would have done those years before. But the film has a lot of heart. It has a very strong message to it, thematically speaking. And it's great to see Kevin Smith step back into this sort of thematic, strong, character-driven, a lot of heart and soul in the characters, and with quite an upsetting ending as well to the film. You know, quite a profound ending that certainly sees this trilogy of films finishing up. And what a beautiful ending it is to the 3-film arc. If you've grown with these characters and you've seen these characters and you've got enjoyment out of those first 2 Clerks films, then this one can't not but touch you emotionally by its finale. It's a very strong film. And so I'm very happy with it. I enjoyed it a lot. I will say that it probably does overstay its welcome, maybe by about 10 minutes in length. It could have been reduced a bit, but there's enough in there to see the film through, to see the film keep going and keep your enjoyment levels up if you are a fan of Kevin Smith and his films, and especially this series of films. That's what will make the film work or falter for you. There's no point going into this film if you haven't seen and enjoyed the others. You must have seen them and enjoyed them to get something or get anything, especially the emotional impact that this one offers out of it. Just a quick chat about this film. That's it. That's me done. Have you seen this? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you plan on watching it? Did you like the first one? Did you like the second one? I had no issue with the second one. I really enjoyed it. I know that some people, I think, did have issue with it. Let me know. Let's have a nice conversation. And I'll see you later. Take care all.
Jay and Silent Bob could be characters.
Jay and Silent Bob are like C-3PO and R2-D2. They've been here since the first movie, which was the last time they were cool. But they've been with the franchise so long, they still give them cameos and put them on the lunchboxes.
Snifty Bilges!